Hi, I'm Mark Atterbury.
And I'm Anna McManamey.
And today we are going to go through a boss workout and show you exactly how to train the glutes. Let's go. So we're going to start the warm up. Anna's just warming up with 20 bodyweight squats. You always want to watch how someone warms up, what's tight, what's not. And that way you can alter the workout and give them exactly what they need. So notice, Anna, your hips are shifting under just a tiny bit. So we're going to give you, just to get your core and abs working a bit harder, 5 with pause, counterbalance squat. This will tighten you up nicely. Perfect. 1. Good. And 1 more and suck your tummy in. Keep the spine nice and tight. There you go. Beautiful. All right. We'll move to your clams. 10 normal, and then I'll put some pressure. 4, good. 5, go 5 more. I'm gonna put a little bit more pressure on. Perfect, go to the other side. 5. Now one of my favorite glute warm-ups is you are on your tummy like this, legs up, point your toes out, and then lift, and you're just gonna hold. 45 seconds there. This is just an isometric hold to really warm up and activate those glutes to make sure they're working nice and hard. Feeling it, Anna? Good. 3, 2, 1. That's it. Now, is there anything else you would normally do as part of your warm-up?
Probably just like a rolling plank.
Let's do the rolling planks. Probably need to advance this a little bit for you. 1 sec. On the ball.
On the ball.
So we're just advancing Anna's warm-up routine. Normally she does a normal plank. We're going to give her the medicine ball there just to create a bit of an unstable surface for her. And if you can, push it out and push it in as you do it. That way she's really having to tighten up because 2, 1, beautiful. Now, as you would normally do it, on the side. 2, just try and keep this nice and straight. 3, 2, 1, then back to the front. We'll just do that ball again. And again, just work it the way you need to work it. Get what you need to get out of it. Small movements are fine. 2, 1, that's beautiful, great. All right, and finally, the last roll. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch. All right, so we're gonna get the workout started. We're gonna start with slow reverse hyper. Anna's had some hip issues, and we're just gonna do some really slow tempo reverse hypers. Then we're gonna pair it with 10 very slow hip thrusts, and then 20 fast hip thrusts. So we're gonna work in an A1, A2 format. She gets about 10 seconds in between, and then 60 seconds rest to repeat. We're gonna do this 3 rounds. And you'll also notice that we've set up the table on an angle. This way we can really maximize for glutes and really remove any of the pressure and tension from the lower back. Good. Hold 1. Hold 2. Hold 3. Hold 4. Good. Hold 10. All right, fast. Rep them out as you like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 10 more. 1, 2, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Beautiful. All right. 60. Set 1. So 15 slow. Pause it at the top. Get a definite pause. Squeeze just from there you go. 1. Beautiful. 2, and keep tension as it pulls you down. 7, 8. Pause. 2. Pause. 3. Pause. 9. Pause. Good. 10. Now fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seizing. Rest it, rest it, rest it. Rest it.
If you let it relax. Okay, that's still the same. Press. Oh, last time we did full rotation.
That's it. Good. So Anna's back's a little bit flared up. She's had some issues with it. You're not mic'd up, so can't get her to talk on it. But basically, hips, you were saying, get tight. And so the lower back. So we're going to just modify the workout ever so slightly when we move into the trap bar. But we've got our last round now. 14. One more. Good. Less lower back. Yeah. 9. Pause. 10 now. You're fast. 1. 19. 20. Good. Lower back on that one? No? Oh, good. Perfect. Yes. if you haven't already, make sure you check out our workout, our upper body workout with Laura on YouTube. Make sure you check that one out. It was a great one. So what we're going to do now, so we've done our activations, really made sure Anna's glutes are on fire and ready to work. We're going to be using a half trap bar. So in the half trap bar, we're going to be facing forward. So the weight is actually behind and more into the posterior chain. That means it's going to work more of her glutes and her hamstrings as well. Because her lower back sometimes does get flared up, we're going to keep the weights fairly moderate, but we're going to use some tempos. So we're going to do a 4-second up, 4-second down. So it's going to be pretty slow. And we're going to do 6 to 8 reps. And we're going to pair this, we'll see how Anna's back is, with the 180-degree hyper, again, but with reduced range of motion, just really making sure we're just hitting only the glutes. If you point your fingers down hard, you feel your lats are on. Mm-hmm. So before you lift, point down so you get your lats involved, so the lats are stabilizing the spine, and then lift, just to make sure it's, right, and then slowly up. That's too fast. So we'll do it again, and I'll get the tempo for you. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, slow it down. Good, and last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. That was easy, nothing lower back. Yep, right, go a little heavier. Jeez. Normally when you do the 180 hyper, you go all the way down, and you're gonna feel it a little bit in your lower back. What I want you to do is keep the range fairly short, and I really wanna focus on the vertical, so meaning that when you're deadly straight, the gravity is obviously pulling you down. What's stabilizing your upper body is just your glutes. So when you're at the top, I want you to flex the glutes. When you come down, only about there, like as soon as you're gonna feel in your lower back. So it's probably there for you, and then straight back up, flex nice and hard. 12 reps, 2-second pause at the top. Flex the quads, 1, 2. If you come a little higher, 1, 2. 9, up from there, 1, 2. 10, up, 1, 2. Last one. 1, 2, relax. Slow. 4, 3, 2, 1, good. Slowly down. Good. Nothing lower back? No. Excellent. And just for all those meatheads watching, saying, why don't we just load it up and go heavier? Well, again, if we just load it up and go heavier, Anna's gonna tweak her back. So again, the way we're counterbalancing that, almost you'd say part of her rehabilitation, is to just bring in some slow reps. Speed can come later once we've got the muscles moving right and basically the movement down pat and everything is activating the way it should, then we can bring in speed. So for purposes of what we're doing today, obviously, last thing we ever want to do is hurt our client or get them to flare up their back. So we've got to make sure we nail it with technique, and then obviously load and speed can come after it. And also we're building up much more tension through doing it this way through the glutes. But again, load will no doubt come in due course. Flex the quads, pause, good. 7, slowly on the way down, keep it in the glutes. Do one more. Good, flex, excellent. That was 12, right?
Yep.
Control, slow. 1, point down, too fast on the way up. Good, control. Good, last one. Hold, 1, 2, keep tension, keep it locked. 1, 2, pull your lats down into your spine. 1, 2, good, last one, nice and high. 1, 2, excellent. So now we move into the C portion. We've got 3 sets here. What we're gonna do with this is stiff-legged, basically deadlift with a band around the hips. And the reason for the band around the hips is it's gonna keep and maintain tension through the glutes, maximize tension at the top, so we're really gonna have to use the glutes. This is also good for people who don't know how to use their glutes properly and kind of use their knees into it. You have to use your glutes in this position. Obviously, we're gonna put a bit of weight on this to counterbalance, but as you would do normally a stiff-legged deadlift, now when I do this, you'll notice that the band is automatically gonna pull me back, so I'm really using the hips. In that top position, I really have to squeeze and flex my glutes. So Anna will get certainly a lot out of this in terms of the glutes. And then we're pairing it with what you probably saw when we did Amelia's workout, the 1/4 kettlebell squats and trying to keep that vertical shin, so really hitting the glutes. This workout is obviously designed just to really blast the glutes. So let's get to the C's. 12 to 15 here. Good. Push hips back more. Don't go as fast. Control into it still. Good. It's 11. Makes 15. Don't hit the stick. Good. Excellent. So the reason why I like this movement is because it's repetitive and you can really work on people's motor patterns and really make sure that they're moving correctly. So as you would have seen from the first rep to the last rep, Anna was squatting a hell of a lot better on that last rep. So we'll move over and pair it with the stiff-legged deadlift with band. 1, squeeze at the top, squeeze your hips at the top. 2, squeeze them through at the top. 3. Okay, 3 more, you got 15 here. Excellent. Go a little heavier. 3, 2, get that kettlebell back towards your heels. Good, 2 more, back towards your heels. There you go. 1 more. Hold, 2, get the glutes working. 7, 8, done. Back. So we're gonna switch this over, and you would have noticed then on that set, Anna went a lot shorter with her range as well, just simply because her lower back is starting to seize up now. Now, she's had on and off lower back issues for a little while now, so it's just working around them. With this, we wanna make sure that we're bringing the movements in slowly, introducing the range of motion in slowly. As that lower back becomes less of an issue, then we can go for further range of motion, but that's why. If you're thinking like, why is the range so short? That's why, and the reason why we're gonna switch to this bar is with the grip here, I think Anna's having a little bit more trouble to bring her lats involved into the movement. With a neutral grip, you can point down to the floor, get the lats to basically be recruited and stabilize the spine a lot easier than if your hands are out in front. So again, always with strength training and exercise selection, you have a hypothesis. My hypothesis is that Anna will find this easier because her hands are to the side and she'll be able to stabilize her spine easier, which will then take the load off her lower back. We'll see on this set if it's correct. Okay. So point down. Good. Beautiful. 12. Better?
Yeah, heaps better.
So again, as I was saying, with strength training and exercise selection, you always just have kind of a hypothesis, this should work, and yeah, it works, so we're going to use that. So how'd you find the workout, Anna?
That was great, actually. Just goes to show that you don't need too many fancy exercises, just playing around with tempo, hand positions. Like, I'm sweating.
Awesome. So there it is, folks. Boss workout, how to build your booty using a variety of different exercises. If this is the first time watching the Boss workouts, make sure you subscribe and check out our other Boss workouts here. As always, train hard, eat well, and supplement smart, and make sure you subscribe, and thanks for watching.